the sunshine is out in the New York City area, and guess what? We got some Big East hoops for you today at The Rock in Newark, New Jersey. Presented by Jeep on FS1. It's the Marquette Golden Eagles taking on the Seton Hall Pirates, and a big one for Seton Hall. And we welcome you inside the Prudential Center. My partner is Coach Lav, Steve Lavin, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt, our entire FS1 crew today for an afternoon Sunday delight. And for Seton Hall, Lav, look, the NCAA released their top 16 yesterday, so where are they in this NCAA picture?
Well, like many teams, it's about picking up momentum for the home stretch because of the Big East tournament implications in terms of seedings, and even more importantly, Kevin, it's about preparing for March Madness.
Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Dawson Garcia, tremendous freshman, possibly the freshman of the year in the Big East for Marquette. And Seton Hall, they've got a lot of talent, but it usually goes through the man they call Mamu. Sanju Mamu Kelishvili, top 15 in the Big East in 3 major categories. With Seton Hall in the home whites and getting set to go on a Sunday afternoon from Newark, New Jersey. Glad to have you along. A little Big East hoops.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Glad to have you as my Valentine today, Lav. No other way I'd rather spend it.
And I concur.
So here are the Pirates with the ball first. Miles Kale coming off just a tremendous effort against UConn. Roden likes that mid-range, and there's a whistle, and that's a no-go. And the turnover goes to Marquette. Kevin Willard went over the 200 win mark a couple weeks ago against Providence, 11th season, and he's turned Seton Hall into a perennial NCAA tournament team.
One of the bright young stars in the coaching business. There's Mamu reading that. But Seton Hall gives it right back.
Steve Wojciechowski, 7th season as Marquette head coach after all those years at Duke as a player and an assistant. A couple of national titles at Duke as an assistant coach. And so far, sloppy start. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Looking for the first bucket of the game. McEwen will let it fly from the elbow, and he's got it.
A terrific lift on that shot. The rainmaker. They'd be wise to go back to McEwen, play through the early hot hand here for the Golden Eagles. He can score in bunches.
Double team Mamu Kelishvili, who's an able passer. Kale from 3, and he's no good.
Like the aggressive double team here early by Marquette. Active on their toes, alert in their scramble defensively.
Here is Garcia, number 33 for Marquette. Oh, good pass inside, and the rejection, Obiagu.
Well, that's what Obiagu gives you. The resistance at the rim, length, good timing. Here's the slip screen by Garcia, who's 6'11", but Obiagu just climbs the ladder and says, no, not on Valentine's Day on our home court.
7'2", Obiagu, so had a couple inches.
No love on Valentine's Day when you come to the rim in the Big East.
Yeah, I see what you did there, and I like it. It's Theo John, who's been such a good down-low presence all these years for Marquette. He's in trouble against Obiagu and tried an indoor pass and another turnover. So we're good so far today at turning it over. That's one thing we know.
Yeah, we could open up a bakery here with all the turnovers. My preference is an apple turnover. But that was a good cut, a good idea. Just the delivery on the pass by Theo John was at the shoelaces. Tough to pick that up, even if you're Ozzie Smith or Roberto Clemente. Tough to glove it.
Here comes DJ Carton in Marquette. Carton. Oh, nice move on the fake. Had a shot. Decided to dish it out to Kane. That's a brick, and Mamu's got the rebound.
Good choice there by Carton.
Alley-oop, Roden, beautiful pass from Mamu Kelishvili, and Roden ties the game.
Yeah, breakdown defensively by Marquette in transition in terms of A, getting back, and then B, locating, stopping the ball, but scrambling with the sense of urgency it's necessary in transition to get a stop.
Trouble, turns it over again. Here comes Roden with some numbers. Pass inside, Kale up and under. Can't have it. The English a little too strong, and here come the Golden Eagles. Carton in trouble with the double team and going to get a foul. Reynolds doesn't like the call. First foul of the game.
Kevin Willard not happy with that either. Let's take a look, Kevin, at the lob. Mamu pushing it. Goes behind the back. Finds Roden. Just a good connection. Good vision and delivers on time.
Lav Mamukelashvili, second in the conference in scoring, 9th in rebound, 14th in assists. I mean, that's impressive. Top 15 in all those categories.
Yeah, contributes in a variety of ways because of his skill set being so diverse. Multiple Pirates capable of bringing the ball up the floor.
But not many capable of hitting shots in the early going.
Yeah, early. Could be a combination of the adrenaline, the vital signs going north, and, of course, the significance of this game in terms of what's at stake at this stage of the year.
John, good hard work, can't get it to go, and here comes Seton Hall. Kale got the board. Mamukelashvili goes one-on-one. Euro step finish.
Wow. Yeah, that was beautiful. The body control, avoids picking up the charge, and puts one down off the window.
So the first early lead for Seton Hall, which basically led most of the game against Marquette last time they met, Lav, and then Marquette made it close late. Seton Hall pulled away. Here's Roden pulling away. The steal and the dunk.
Yeah, I like the look defensively. The Pirates mixing up their defenses to keep Marquette off balance, and Roden there in the passing lane, using that length and foot speed to pick that pass off and take it the other way. Good early help there by Obiagu on that on-ball screen.
Long range, Carton can shoot it from out there, and he connects. DJ Carton, transfer from Ohio State, is on the board. His first three here this afternoon.
Yeah, and Marquette to have an opportunity to win this afternoon is going to need DJ Carton to be aggressive, but also make intelligent choices in terms of when to shot make and when to play make.
Mamu a little strong on the shot. Kale bounced it around. John's got it for Marquette.
I like the squeeze by Theo John there.
Wide open, Kobe McEwen drains it. Kobe McEwen has 5 points, and Marquette back on top.
Opportunistic, the Golden Eagles transporting the ball through the air. The pass quicker than the bounce. If you want to advance the ball and attack, well done.
Good look inside to Kale, an easy one.
Miles Kale with some excellent movement without the ball to free himself up for that easy layup. Again, different looks by the Pirates. Errant shot by DJ Carton. Here comes Mamu, straight down Main Street.
Carton way off. Seton Hall, their field goal so far in the paint in the early going. 8-8, just over 5 minutes in. And another shot is long. Shooting not exactly an exhibition so far. Seton Hall at 40%, Marquette at 33% in the early going. Good fake. McEwen works his way in, and tough pass to Garcia. He's going to take it home. Rejected again. Obiagu's got another. Here come the Pirates. Reynolds one-on-one. Lefty layup up and in.
Defense creating offense for Seton Hall. Obiagu again, like a goalie in soccer or hockey, just protecting, providing the resistance, and then off that block shots, equally as impressive as how quickly the Pirates get down the floor, and Reynolds with the finish.
So Marquette's had a tough time getting inside with a big 7-2 center. They're going to try it again. This time it's Kane, gets it over Obiagu and scores. Nice shot by Jamal Kane, the senior from Pontiac, Michigan.
And Kane active here. Saw him on the boards earlier. Put it on the deck, attacking the paint for that basket.
Reynolds kicks it out. Roden wide open. Can't connect. Kale connects with the rebound. Up, no good. And Marquette's got it.
Good choice here by Marquette to take a deep breath, get organized, get your offensive sets, put some touches on the ball, give yourself a chance to get fouled, probe the inside.
Garcia's got a size mismatch here. They're going to take advantage and just rifle the pass too hard for John. Good idea. Too tough to catch.
Obiagu, Kevin. How about this? Again, climbing the ladder, fully extended, swats that one away.
Jeep. There's only one. Got a 10-10 game here in the first half. Sloppy shooting so far. And look at these Seton Hall Pirates. You know, Lav, they went through a tough stretch. They lost 4 of 5. Their schedule was intense. A couple games against Creighton, a couple against Villanova. They've won 2 strong performances back-to-back. Here's where they are right now at 11-8, 8-5 in the Big East Conference.
That net ranking very important because that's the instrument or the tool that the NCAA selection committee puts the most weight on. So they are clearly in the tournament as of now, but they want to control their own destiny and fate, which means continuing to build your resume and accumulate more victories. And ultimately what's most important is to play your best basketball come postseason, because that's where the magic happens. You want to win a national title or get to a Final Four, make a deep run.
Here's Seton Hall, 5 of 8 from the floor, 2-point range, 0 for 5, 3-point range. So they'll go inside to Mamu, who puts the floater up, and it's no good, and it's rebounded by John.
Yeah, good idea there by the Pirates coming out of the timeout. Just a little 2-man game. Get it to Mamu. They like the matchup. Just doesn't knock the shot down, but Kevin Willard will look for opportunities like that. He'll live with it.
So Samuel in the game, Molson in the game now with the ball for Seton Hall, so they go to the bench. They're without Bryce Aiken here this afternoon. Their backup point guard, who really is a good scorer, so it'll be interesting to see how they deal with that. Ari Long is in the game too, number 25. Kelishvili, Mamu Kelishvili, soft touch from the big man.
I like going right back to him. Just because you get a good shot and it doesn't go down, doesn't mean you have to go away from that alignment or that idea of investigating, looking inside first and playing inside out, which is a prudent approach offensively.
We talked about Seton Hall missing Aiken. Well, Marquette is missing Justin Lewis again, by far their best bench player, and they've had trouble scoring off the bench of late. So we'll see how they respond. Here inside, Meccano is inside. His first shot of the day off the bench, and that is no good.
Here's that blast out by Mamu. Great pass inside to Samuel and finish. That's the example of Mamu and the value he brings in terms of versatility. He gets the rebound, doesn't have to look for a guard, could take it right down Main Street, the middle third of the basketball court, and play over the top because of his size to find Samuel for that easy deuce.
Perez into the game, launches from 3. He's only played 4 games all year, but has played the last 2. Home run pass and an errant throw inside. Samuel recovers, and it gets fouled. Good recovery by Tyrese Samuel is on the floor. Now he'll go shoot a couple free throws. But first, we'll go to break with Mamu doing it all.
Take a look. The ability to drive it, absorb the hit, put one down. The muscle man. Timeout.
Seton Hall with the early 4-point lead here. 10:20 to go in the first half. Along with Steve Lavin, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. And Lav, you know, Marquette got crushed against Villanova their last time out. I mean, they gave up 96 points. It was the program's worst loss since 2015. How would you rate their response here today?
I think they're eager. They're on point. So give Steve Wojciechowski and his staff credit. The only area they have to really clean up on is the turnovers. 5 early turnovers. Those are empty possessions where you don't get a shot on the rim. You don't give yourself a chance to get fouled. And the most costly are the live ball turnovers, like the quick picks for 6 in football that can really turn a game and create momentum and separation. But to this point, I like even looking at that timeout. All the players were eyes on Steve Wojciechowski, engaged, which is a good sign. Listening so important when you're fighting through a tough period, as the Golden Eagles are, Kevin. 5 of 6 losses.
Meanwhile, Tyrese Samuel, who's had some really good moments for Seton Hall, just 4 of 18 from the free throw line this year. And we'll try again. And he's got 1 of 2.
Yes, Samuel, intriguing prospect when you look at the next level and the future, not just for Seton Hall, but beyond. His versatility to guard 4 spots at the next level, a rim runner, his length, I think could be an outstanding defensive stopper at the next level as well, and his improving offense.
So you're saying NBA. You referenced next level multiple times, but next level could mean a lot of things.
That's true. The next level in broadcasting, the next level in basketball, the next level in yoga. But I'm going with the NBA in terms of his prospects. And not that he can't become a yogi later in life, but right now he should lock in on basketball, getting his degree, and then playing professionally for a long period of time.
How about that rejection, by the way? That was next level right there, and nearly a steal that Samuel keeps. Seton Hall on a 9-2 run. Going to swing it out to Molson. Looks to take it up and in. Rebound. That is up and in, and Roden with the finish.
Another next-level talent, Jared Roden. Reminds me of Paul Pierce when he was playing for the Kansas Jayhawks in terms of his size, his length, his skill set, the ability to get to kill spots, the mid-range stop and pop game. And we saw there crashing the boards using that length.
Marquette hasn't scored now in nearly 5 minutes, and they're looking for some offense. Perez, kick it out. Kane, good pass, John. He's rejected, but there is a foul. That's going to go against Akal Molson, his first.
Yeah, a good choice there by Kane to drive it, which triggers help uphill, exposing the baseline, and opens things up for Theo John, who takes it strong to the rim. The durable, dependable, reliable Theo John.
Now, the senior's had just really a good career. You see the 4 blocks. He's second all time in Marquette history on the blocks list, 187. As he's got the free throw for his first points today. Almost halfway to the all-time leader, who he's not going to catch, by the way, in the last few games, Jim McElvain, with 399 in his time there.
Well, with the NCAA allowing players to return next year, the option for all Division I athletes to come back, there is the possibility that Theo John returns, maybe pursues a master's degree and chases McElvain.
See, that's true, and it's a great call by you. Do you think he can accumulate 200 blocks in 25 games?
Might be difficult. You never know if he's on pace with Obiagu.
Could be hard, but hey, you never know. Anything is possible. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Double team quickly. Pass is intercepted nicely. Here comes Elliott. Looking to go all the way, and he does. Nice play by Greg Elliott.
Yeah,
his first 2.
And the textbook double team by Marquette. And the good read off the ball to pick off that pass, take it down floor for the easy deuce.
Molson, pull up J is rolling out, and it'll go to Marquette.
I like the energy of this Marquette team defensively. Active feet, active hands, and also give the staff, Steve Wojciechowski, credit for giving different looks defensively.
That time it was Kale with the Seton Hall defense. Flip inside to Molson, and he lost it off his knee. Goes to Marquette.
Yeah, poor spacing in the break there. Tight quarters. Difficult, high degree of difficulty pass.
So the 4th turnover for Seton Hall. And you're talking about Marquette's defensive intensity. It's impressive, too. They're only 5 of 16 from the floor, so it's keeping them in this game. And McEwen all the way to the rim, and it's a 1-point game.
McEwen there covering a lot of territory on the court, taking those long strides, purposeful use of the bounce. Here we are, DJ Carton picking up the charge. Reynolds steamrolls him.
That's number 2 on Seton Hall's point guard with their backup out. How about that? Going all the way, Lavi.
Nice finish. We got to run.
Well, millions of kids nationwide are without their normal access to sports and play due to COVID-19. That's why Fox Sports and Good Sports are restoring play for kids in the programs that serve them through donations of brand new sports equipment. Text PLAY to the number on your screen to help keep kids in the game. It's a great initiative. And Coach Lapp, interesting, there's not a lot of fouls in this game, but 2 of them are on Shavar Reynolds, who's Seton Hall's point guard. Their backup, Bryce Aiken, out today. So now we'll see how they respond. You said they are capable with multiple ball handlers.
Yeah, and watch the quality of the trap there, which leads to the steal by Elliott. The good pressure on the ball, similar to football, putting pressure on a quarterback, which allows the DBs to try and read passing lanes and pick those off.
Now there you see, there is Bryce Aiken. He's out with a knee injury today. He has had ankle injuries all year long. He's kind of like a changeup, a faster tempo off the bench. So without him, we'll see how this plays out. It's a one-point game. Good one here from The Rock in Newark, New Jersey. Glad to have you aboard on a Valentine's Day afternoon. Perez is posting up down low against Kale. Seton Hall's probably their best defender. Perez gets him up in the air, can't finish. Kale's got the rebound.
Yeah, good defense there by Kale. Walls up, no need to double. Just play him straight up, contest the shot, rebound, and bring it out.
And they're going to get Mamu on a little hip check there on the screen.
Let's take a look one more time at this screen. Didn't see any dramatic contact there, but that is a point of emphasis in terms of trying to limit physical play. So post play, on-ball screens, on-ball defense are areas top down that officials are trying to allow for more freedom of movement.
Good kick out. Wide open in the corner. Shot does not go down for Elliott. Marquette gets it back. Carton's been relatively quiet so far. Number 21 for Marquette. Here's McEwen with the basketball. Garcia from 3. He can't find it.
That's where at times Marquette doesn't explore the interior. Molson here driving to the rim. Awkward shot. Somewhere between a layup and a jump shot and a pass. Not clear on what his motive or objective was there.
Marquette's had a tough time getting inside. Has that deterred them from trying a little bit here?
You know, both teams have been active and very physical defensively. Molson there walling up on Perez. But also some poor judgments in terms of passing in tight quarters, kind of forcing the passes. Instead of making the easy play, you can always kick it out, get it around the horn, and then look to drive it inside or make a post feed.
Meanwhile, Seton Hall 4 turnovers last 5 possessions now, so looking to get a better set this time.
Yeah, both teams with 6 turnovers here in the first half.
Kale for 3. He's got it. Needed that. A bucket for Seton Hall, and Miles Kale, he shows these flashes that he could just take over a game. He did it against UConn.
A reluctant scorer, capable of dominating, taking over a game, picks his spots, and there are times where he needs to be more aggressive on his catches. Doesn't mean he has to shoot, but be aggressive.
Kane on a good setup. He can't get it to go. Marquette is 6 of 22 from the floor. But they're playing some D, and that's why they're in this one. Here's Carton off the steal.
Yeah, poor decision there by Mamu. Kane drives right around Mamu.
And another brick.
On the last possession, when Mamu turned it over, he telegraphed that pass. And Marquette could read his eyes, similar to a DB reading the quarterback's eyes. And that's where you have to use some deception, some savvy, and not be predictable in telegraphing those passes.
Lapp missing football season. 2 football references in the first half.
The Tom Brady, a Northern California product, had me fired up. 43 years old. You have to be able to identify with an aging superstar. I know at 56 years old, I'm definitely identifying with Tom Brady.
I know at 46, I get out of bed and certain things hurt, let alone winning Super Bowl MVPs. It's an impressive performance, much like you doing 75 college basketball games in the span of 43 days.
Well, some studio sprinkled in there.
Right, forgot about that. Add that in. Just workhorse Steve Lavin. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. They did a good job doubling him, and he fights through it, and he's going to draw the foul. It's only the second team foul on Marquette with under 5 minutes to go in this first half, but free throws coming up for Mamu.
Here's the aggression. He swarmed like bees on honey as Marquette collapses out of respect for Mamu, and knowing they were in a foul-prone predicament, he's rewarded by being aggressive with Theo John reaching in.
He's also a very good free throw shooter among everything else. 77% on the year, gives him 5 points for the game.
Takes his time, the deep breath. That's underrated in the free throw mechanics. So often you'll see young players in a rush in terms of their routine or not take that breath before releasing the ball.
How many players did you have to teach a free throw routine?
We worked on it every day. And then in individual workouts as well, it's something that you're going to emphasize. Consistency is what's most important. Just like a batter stepping into the batting box, a golfer on the green in terms of preparation to putting, and free throw shooting similar.
Elliott wide open from the baseline. He can't find the range. Normally a pretty good shooter. Kane's got the offensive board. Obiagu challenges, but Kane got it over the outstretched arms of the 7'2" center, and Jamal Kane has 4 points.
Yeah, the quick release there, quick trigger by Kane. Also has the length to be able to get that shot off and over Obiagu.
Long has the basketball for the Pirates, looking to create, and crazy pass inside. Well, he may have had a layup choice, trying to wrap around pass to no avail. Good attempt, no result. Sloppy but close, Seton Hall by 4. Well, there he is, Dawson Garcia from Marquette. I mean, he had a career night in the loss to Villanova on Wednesday. 28 points in that game. He leads Big East freshman in rebounding, leads the freshman in points. So where's he tonight? He hasn't scored yet.
Well, give the Pirates some credit in their game planning, because he moves to the top of the scouting report, has the bullseye on his chest, and take a look at the efficiency in Wednesday's performance. High percentage looks down low, and can step away as well and tickle the twine from distance. And I like Dawson Garcia when he is aggressive in attacking the basket area, using his size and his height to finish inside. And at times he gets a little lost in the shuffle, but he is a freshman. I think Steve Wojciechowski, when Dawson Garcia is on the floor, Kevin, get him involved with some elbow catches, some pick and rolls, some pick and pops, post him up, a little isolation down on the block, give him a chance to get fouled.
Just, think about him. You talk about his size. He's 6'11", and he's a 40% three-point shooter. So that's the size and the skill that he has that'll take a seat here. Marquette with the basketball down by 4. 3:20 to go in the half. It's McEwen who nearly stepped out of bounds, but stays in. McEwen, by the way, the high man in the game with 7 points. He's with the basketball right now. Here comes Miles Kale. 5 points on the game for him tonight. Most of Seton Hall's damage has been in the paint. Only 1 of 7 from three-point land, and Kale has that one.
Here's a little isolation for Mamu. Rifles the pass cross court. So much velocity. Goes out of bounds.
Nolan Ryan-esque. A little too much.
Dwight Gooden, Vida Blue, Tom Seaver. Rest in peace.
And here comes Garcia back in the game. So now do you have to go right to him if you're Marquette?
Well, I think as long as it's in the flow of your offense and get him a catch down low where he's more likely to pick up a foul, get to the free throw line, be able to see the ball go through net a couple times, and now suddenly you feel more involved, you're in the flow, and now you can get him back on track. Now the Pirates' flip side is they're not going to want to allow him to catch the ball in the operational area out of respect for his ability. See if they go inside
defensive
there.
struggle. Sorry, Lav. Defensive struggle here for both of these teams. There's Kane, the floater, not even close. And Kale's got that one.
Yeah, that looked a bit premeditated or predetermined, the shot by Kane there.
Seton Hall hasn't scored in 3.5 minutes, and that trend will continue as Mamo Kelashvili dribbles it off his foot.
Boy, 9 turnovers for Seton Hall. And again, those empty possessions so costly. You want to at least get a shot on the rim where you have a chance for a second shot, or at least get a shot where you may be fouled or the shot may go in. All good things. But the empty possessions are deadly.
Here's DJ Carton. He averages 13 a game. He's only got 3 points in this contest. He's been quiet, too. Then again, I guess everyone on offense, for the most part, has been quiet except for him. McEwen, who's got 7. Looking for 10, no good. Rebound by Molson. Here come the Pirates up by 4 under 2 minutes to go. Obiagu looking for the ball inside. Kale will take it instead. Floater, no good. And Garcia fighting for it with his own team. They get a travel on Seton Hall, or is it on?
Yeah, it's been a game that just hasn't had a flow as we take a look at the traveling call. It comes from good intentions. Garcia and McEwen both trying to secure the rebound, but because McEwen falls to the ground, traveling.
There you go. Seton Hall stays with it. Wow, long. A little spin. Saw the defender fall down. Shot it. Can't hit it anyway.
Maybe a little condensation on the court. Some slippage.
Could be. It's always a trouble. And we're going the other way.
The officials also blowing a lot of whistles, which is something that also affects the flow of a game.
Well, that foul goes on Theo John. And his second. I mean, there's only 7 total fouls in the game, but, you know, a little back and forth. 2 on John now, so he will take a seat with 1:24 to go in this first half. Last 12 possession for Seton Hall, 7 turnovers, 5 missed shots. Yikes. Try to change that, and Molson will go all the way and do it.
Molson makes it look easy. Straight, direct drive to the bucket, high off the glass. There's the pick and roll action.
Garcia can't handle it cleanly. Now he'll let it go from 3, and he just can't find the range today. Obiagu's got the rebound, 41 seconds in the half, and another turnover for Seton Hall. It's their 10th in this first half.
Yeah, 18 combined turnovers between Marquette and Seton Hall. Both coaches frustrated, and those are correctable errors. When they watch game film tomorrow, there'll be the rewind on a number of these plays because the judgments, the choices are what leads to those turnovers, just forcing the action.
Marquette calls their first time out to talk it over. We'll take a 30-second break as well. Seton Hall by 6. Team halftime report coming your way at the break. In just a few, Rob Stone and Casey Jacobson will take care of you. Teams and players to watch in the Big East tournament, which is going to be here before you know it. And, you know, you look around the Big East, and it's similar in terms of who's on top, right? Villanova, Creighton, Seton Hall, who knows? You still have a chance for a 3-way tie like we had last year. But I know this, if Marcus Zagorowski plays like he did yesterday in Creighton's rout over Villanova, that's a different team.
Yeah, he is the difference maker. They have excellent balance of inside and outside attack, but Zagorowski, preseason player of the year pick for a reason. Very capable shot maker, playmaker, ice in the veins, wants the ball in his hands, late clock, late game situations. And when you step in the NCAA tournament, as you know, Kevin, it's about guard play. You look at the national champions through the years, excellent guard play, always in play.
Let me summarize the first half for you, Lav. 18 total turnovers, 17 total baskets.
and some unusual turnovers in terms of dribbling the ball off your foot, the traveling calls, the offensive fouls. That was a simple take to the hoop by DJ Carton, a breakdown by Seton Hall. Kevin Willard won't be happy with the help defensively on that possession.
Seton Hall takes a timeout. You have to take one timeout or lose it at the half anyway, so they will do that right now and try to get off a good shot as we head to the break with 9 seconds left in the half. Saturday, Big East blockbuster on Fox. 5th-ranked Villanova looking to head into the tournament on a high note. They take on UConn Saturday, 12:30 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Huskies with a big win yesterday. They're a heck of a defensive team. If they could get James Bouknight back, look out in the Big East tournament. Top 16 teams or 16 seeds were announced by the NCAA. So it's kind of a little teaser for the tournament, right? Anything up here that you don't necessarily agree with?
I agree with the 16. What's intriguing and I think deserved is the conference with the most on this board is the Big 12. 5 teams out of the Big 12. And as the season has gone along, it's become clear, obviously barring injuries, that the Big 12 has more teams capable of winning a national title and more teams capable of making to the Final Four as a result.
Nice move, Mamu Kelishvili. Time running down, 2 seconds, 1 second, and Marquette unaware they will not be able to get a shot off. So a good finish for Seton Hall. The bucket by Mamu Kelishvili, and the Pirates go into the half up by 6. It was ugly at times, but the Pirates in front. Halftime show coming your way next. First half stats sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it's cold outside here in Newark, New Jersey, and it's even colder inside.
Yeah, some anemic numbers offensively. Seton Hall more successful going through the basket area, hence the 10-point advantage in terms of points in the paint. The two teams, Kevin, combined for 3 of 20 from behind the arc.
That's going to be a tough one, and only a 26-20 game in that first half. And this is, talking about struggling, all right? I mean, you're talking about some of the big names here. Now, Obiagu, more of a defensive guy. Kale's got 5. Reynolds had a couple fouls early. Dawson Garcia, who's Marquette's maybe best player, hasn't scored.
Yeah, and as a coaching staff, you put your heads together and you look at your playlist and try and figure out what alignments, what sets are best suited. I would imagine we'll see each team's best sets or alignments here in the first 5 minutes. And, of course, the Golden Eagles start with an air ball, a UFO or a flying saucer.
And we're going to get a foul. Foul's not a factor at all in the first half. We're just 7 total personal fouls. That time they're going to get DJ Carton for his first.
See what Seton Hall looks to do. Again, early possession's an indication of the point of emphasis at halftime.
That's Rodin following his own shot.
Yeah, the stick-to-itiveness. Padding his stats in terms of rebounding and scoring on 1 possession.
He's got 8 points. That ties Mamu Kelishvili for a game high. It's the biggest lead for Seton Hall here in the ball game. John was wide open inside, and he's got the dunk.
Well, good look. And both teams' initial baskets in the second half were at point-blank range, high percentage look. So it appears the point of emphasis both ways is to go inside.
A little outside action from Rodin, who's got the trifecta.
Oh, beautiful stroke. Good rotation off those middle 3 fingers. He holds his follow-through, and his footwork was good in terms of squaring the feet, and the shoulders follow, of course, so you're on balance.
Roden 9th in the Big East in scoring. He's got 11 all of a sudden today. That was his first 3, just 1 of 5 from downtown. Shot clock at 6. Kane, step back, Jay. No.
He rushed that shot a bit. He created separation. Here's Roden again, letting it fly.
Oh, good look inside. Roden got hacked. He'll shoot. Good late pass by Reynolds.
I like it going back to Roden. Well devised, good movement without the ball, and sharing the sugar as well.
A second foul goes against DJ Carton. So now Carton and John with 2 fouls for Marquette. And Roden will go to the line where he's an exceptional free throw shooter. 85% on the season. His first here this afternoon. And he's got it.
Interesting. I think I counted 5 dribbles, and then he also likes to spin the ball in his hands and get those middle 3 fingers on the seam before releasing. Yeah, 5 dribbles again. Money.
I'd say when you're shooting 85% from the line, keep doing it.
Absolutely.
So Roden 7 points the last minute 13 for Seton Hall, up to their biggest lead at 11 points in the game. Marquette's got to be careful here. John against Obiagu, looking to get something down low. Obiagu grabs him like a linebacker. Can't do that in basketball, so they're gonna get you with a foul when that happens.
Yeah, even in the Big East, there are some limitations to the physicality in the paint. Not many. No blood, no foul. Many a rock fight, many a brass knuckle affairs.
John working on Obiagu. Get that out. And a foul, though, first on Obiagu, so he picks up 2 quick ones.
Well, Marquette putting the ball down low into Theo John's hands. Tries to maneuver and is rewarded by picking up the foul and 2 free throw attempts. Kevin Willard doesn't like it.
2 times.
And sometimes officials predetermine, premeditate a call. They anticipate it and don't see it. And that may have been one of those examples.
Yeah, interesting. Obiagu's been a force down low, couple blocks. He's altered other shots, but he picks up 2 fouls in 3 seconds. And John makes him pay, hitting both free throws.
Well, the advantage Kevin Willard has is the variety pack of frontline players. They have as deep and as gifted a front line as any in the country. And when they're clicking, tough to beat. 20 fouls to use there, and based on matchups, can take advantage of that variety pack.
Gale is short on the 3, and Marquette's looking to get back in this game. John inside, one-on-one against Obiagu. Looking to take him. Floater is way off the mark. Garcia knocks it out. Seton Hall basketball.
Well, a concerted effort by the Golden Eagles to continue to put the ball down low into the paint, playing through Theo John. So clearly there is a point of emphasis or game plan for the Golden Eagles here early in the second half.
There's Reynolds, stutter step, and can't finish. It's been the theme today. No love for shooting in this game from the Rock.
Yeah, Reynolds gives away some size and length at the rim. Sometimes leads to a diminutive player rushing a shot.
Garden, good kick out. Kane is wide open, and he just can't hit the broadside of a barn right now. 2 of 8, 0 for 4 from 3 for the game. Roden loves that elbow shot, passes it up, goes inside, and that one rolls in and out.
Tough rims. The lid, as they say, is on the rim.
Carton. A lot of dribble. And a lot of air. But Garcia's got the rebound. He still hasn't scored. He comes off a 28-point game on Wednesday.
Yeah, he thought about putting that shot up, and then he could see that Obiagu was quickly closing, taking away the airspace at the rim.
So what's lower, the temperature outside or the shooting percentage? We'll let you figure it out. On this Valentine's Day, there is no love for scoring, Lav.
Well, Obiagu going to work with the resistance, the block shots, has been a force for Seton Hall at the rim.
You know, it's 37 degrees outside. The shooting percentage inside, 31.4. So that was the answer to the trivia question. Here you go.
Well, anemic numbers, something likable about the snowman here. Worn down some, yet still lovable. A bit dilapidated. A snowman, the Prudential Center snowman. But on Valentine's Day, I find myself feeling for him.
Do you really feel that the snowman is lovable? Like
there is something likable in a sad way.
An endearing quality.
No doubt.
And Perez, shot clock winding down, will not get it off. Knew he had it. Send it down there. There's your guy, Obiagu. Another block, his third of the game.
Yeah, remarkable. And he's improving in that area. In particular, the timing. It takes intelligence to time your jumps, be fully extended, not pick up a foul. He did pick up some early, which is inevitable here in the second half because of his aggression level. But I like the purpose and intelligence combined with that length and athleticism.
Been a factor today. Carton with the floater. Boy, did they need that. DJ Carton with the floater. First field goal of the second half. He's got 7.
And DJ Carton there showing his ability to maneuver off the bounce, a very shifty, good at the change of direction and keeping defenses off balance.
Here's McEwen. Marquette down by 7. Carton deflected by Rodin, and they get bailed out. And that's the third on Reynolds.
Seen a lot of passes contested because of the telegraph factor. Got to fake a pass to make a pass. Fake high, go low. Fake low, and then come high with deliveries. Defense is going to be trying to mirror or trace the ball. That's why you've got to be strong with the ball, but use pass fakes.
So here's John inside, slam it home over Obiagu, and the foul.
Well, the weight room shot, the off-season strength and conditioning program paying dividends here. And in spite of Obiagu's ability to block shots, I like the mindset of Steve Wojciechowski and his staff, as well as Theo John on the floor, taking it right to the rim.
Yeah, so despite their troubles in this game, still going with that strategy. John now with a chance for a three-point play. He's got it. And now a big development. Obiagu, who is now out of the game with 3 fouls, and Reynolds, their point guard, out with 3 fouls. So let's see how the Pirates handle this. It's down to a 4-point lead. Here's Rodin to the rim. Challenge. Can't get it to go. John there on the challenge. They'll shoot it up with Molson. He can't get it to go. Marquette basketball.
Yeah, good check out on the boards there on the second attempt by Seton Hall.
And now Carton is fouled. So in a game when the fouls haven't been an issue, now all of a sudden they're starting to pile it up. That one's on Mamu Kelishvili.
I think both teams figuring out they're better served and have been more productive by taking it to the rim. You see Rodin there slapping down on the ball. And even if you get a clean swipe at the ball, so often it's going to be called by officials anyway because of that hacking down motion.
You're right, that was Roden, not on Mamu, who's got the rebound.
Mamu able to bring the ball down the floor and initiate offense through a two-man game between Samuel and Roden. Is that Kane going to pick up the foul?
Yes.
Here pretty aggressive there by Kane on the hold against Samuel.
Well, I guess do you prefer the hold or the dunk, right? Because it's going to be a dunk.
True. It's like the old Detroit Pistons with Lane Beer.
Those days, the holds didn't really get called as much.
No. Kurt Rambis,
right?
McHale doing takedowns of one another.
Charles Oakley, you know. They let him play, as they say.
No doubt.
Molson, as the Pirates work it around.
Samuel likes his matchup against Perez. Demonstrably calling for the ball. Now he's going to come out, set the screen.
I don't blame him. He's got 6 inches, but they can't get it to him. The 6 inches of height advantage there. Instead, they'll shoot the long ball and connect.
Love the confidence. Important as a scorer, as a shooter, to have amnesia, a short memory.
Seton Hall that ended a drought of 8 misses in a row. Back up to a 7-point lead. McEwen. Garcia still has not scored. Working on Mamu. Good defense. They'll reset shot clock at 6. McEwen for 3. Air ball no good. Again, Marquette with the save. Garcia, does he get the shot off? He does not. It's a violation. Seton Hall basketball.
Yeah, good possession defensively for the Pirates. Here's Mamu at the other end. A little two-man game with Roden. Just pops back and tickles the twine from long range with a string music.
Mamu playing the point now with Reynolds out. Now it's Molson. Samuel feels it, and that's not close.
Not that Samuel can't become a more proficient three-point shooter, but I like him rim running and inside or picking and slipping to the rim where he can use his foot speed and quickness and length and ability to finish in the basket area instead of stepping back for three-pointers. But he can develop that part of his game.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously got so much talent, only a sophomore. That time, though, with a slap and a foul. And all of a sudden, Seton Hall at 16 fouls. That's going to be a story the rest of the way. It's the first on Samuel there. It's only 7 fouls total in the first half combined, 9 in this half.
See if they continue, Kevin, to explore the paint. Two players run into each other for Marquette, and another fall to the floor like bowling pins and a traveling call. McEwen with the hesitation, the drive, good resistance there by Molson using his chest. And then Elliott and McEwen bump into each other. Little Keystone Cops.
Second time today it's happened to Marquette.
It has been an unusual game, much like the Snowman here at the Prudential Center outside.
Yeah, Elliott got hurt there. You see, he had that collision on that, trying to get that rebound, and now he goes out. Looks like he's holding his wrist. John comes back in for Marquette. It's Long with the basketball for Seton Hall. Up by 7, 12 minutes to go in the ball game.
Samir Torrance with some aggressive on-ball pressure there defensively, and Theo John with the good help forces Pirates travel.
So, Marquette trying to claw their way back. Seton Hall by 7. Only one. Great to have you aboard, and a happy Valentine's Day on this Sunday afternoon. Along with Steve Lavitt, I'm Kevin Burkhardt, our entire FS1 crew. Seton Hall's January has been, well, it's been tough. I mean, twice against Creighton, twice against Villanova, and a couple games they could have won. They were up huge against Creighton at home and lost that game. So people kind of started to lose a little faith, but the last 2 games, Seton Hall played well, and now here they are with a lead, albeit ugly, but still in front.
Yeah, and games inform losses. can inform a better way. And it's unprecedented. I can remember in recent history a team within conference having to play Creighton and Villanova, 4 times within a short period of conference play. So again, not who you play, but when you play them is often a factor.
Here's Kane, and they're going to get a blocking foul. Aggressive move by Jamal Kane. And that is a 17 foul on Seton Hall. And that is on Reynolds, Coach Lav, and that's his 4th.
Boy, and it looked as though Reynolds was giving ground, took it right on the chest, the sternum.
Here we go, 1-1.
But doesn't get the call. And again, Marquette rewarded for being aggressive and taking it hard to the basket.
So here's an avenue for Marquette to get back in the game through the free throw line, because this the 1-and-1 already with Kane, a good free throw shooter. He'll get one more. And now Reynolds, the Pirates starting point guard, 4 fouls. And certainly a long way to go as 1 of 2.
As you mentioned, foul line is critical. That's the equivalent of the kicking game in football. Nice look to Samuel down low. Mamu delivers the pass. He'll step to the line for 2 free throw attempts. The upside of Samuel, just special. When you look down the line as he continues to develop, I like his temperament and his bearing, and a bright future. He'll work on his shot mechanics, find out who the free throw shooting coach is at Seton Hall.
Sophomore from Montreal. Can't get that one. Just 1 of 4 from the line here today.
And both those free throws were short. And that means starting with the feet, the flexion in the knees, and then the follow-through up top. You don't want to miss short. They prefer missing long, but you still got a chance of the ball banking in or getting a high bounce where it can fall through the net.
6-point lead for Seton Hall. Obiagu back in for the Pirates. He's got 3 fouls, number 21, big 7'2" center. Here's the steal by Carton. 2-on-1. Takes it himself up and under is good.
Wow, Dipsy-do taking it from one side of the rim to the other, using his body to shield the ball from the defender. And on defense, I mean, he laid on that passing lane for the pickoff. Anticipation, again, that change of direction, the shiftiness in the open court, just maneuvering in a brilliant manner.
Here is Torrance controlling for Marquette. It's a 4-point game. Maybe Carton looks to take over here.
Yeah, he's very capable of playmaking and shot making.
Kane, good move, but a long shot, and Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Kane has created a lot of opportunities today. This is 2 of 10 from the floor. Molson takes it all the way home, and 1 to call Molson with a pretty move, and all the chance for a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, the transfer from Canisius. A stout, aggressive game, and just takes Torrance off the bounce. Late help by the Golden Eagles, who swipe at the ball but don't move their feet to be able to wall up and plug a hole, so to speak. Defensively, Molson takes advantage.
One shot. There you go. One shot, Danny. I got it.
Way short.
Seton Hall now 5 of 9 from the free throw line.
Carton, the fake, had a shot there, passed it up. McEwen now. Look to Kane, who's been ice cold, and it remains that way.
And a good possession, good judgments. Little hot potato by Marquette to find the open man. Just can't bury it.
There is Roden, who's had a good second half for the Pirates. He's up to 16 points with that 3 ball. It's a game high.
Yeah, silky smooth offensive player. Looks like Coach Wojciechowski to get the timeout. Mamu with the bounce.
Feeling it.
Yeah, find your partner. Lock and load. Launch a rocket. Why not?
Current Big East standings with Villanova suffering their second loss in the conference yesterday to Creighton. It was a tremendous performance by the Blue Jays. Seton Hall, winners of 2 in a row, trying to get back and get another 10-win conference season. Xavier got beat by UConn yesterday. UConn's such a good defensive team. If they could get Bouknight back, their top scorer, boy, that would be tough in the Big East tournament. And the foul trouble, it's an issue. Seton Hall's point guard, Reynolds, their big center, Obiagu, who's been a factor down low with 3. And for Marquette, they're fine right now. John and Carton each with 2.
Looking at those standings, another intriguing team, Kevin, is St. John's. Coming on under Mike Anderson. A team capable of making the NCAA tournament if they can continue their winning ways of late.
Meanwhile, Marquette has missed 15 consecutive threes.
And that's where attacking the rim, better served.
McEwen hears that, and a whole heap of trouble, gets his own errant pass back. Perez says, I'm open, I'm going to shoot it again, and miss again. Make it 16 straight, not listening to Coach Lav and his experience and expertise over the years.
I am really disappointed in the lack of listening.
It's troublesome.
Here's another good double team, and leads to the turnover. Golden Eagles springing that trap on Mamu, who is careless with the ball and throws the errant pass.
Do you even go back and watch a tape like this, or you just move on to the next game?
Well, it depends. Time of season. And, you know, how many days before your next game. You definitely watch, as a coach, every game film. But in terms of how much you're going to dwell on it with your team has a lot to do with where you are in the season.
McEwen, that's a 2. He had 7 early points. Hasn't scored in a long time. His first of the second half. Marquette's just somehow kind of hanging in. Seton Hall had chances to really put them away. Here's Kale. Going to drive, takes it all the way in. Can't get it to go. Obiagu! And we get a whistle. And we're going the other way.
And good defense there by McEwen. Sliding well, leveling off the dribble penetration.
And the foul is on the big man. His 4th. Troublesome for the Pirates. We're back at the Prudential Center. Lav, your lovable yet dilapidated snowman, really affecting the shooting in the game.
Yeah, and I'm curious, is this the front of the snowman or the back of the snowman? Because you want to get him a cap or maybe some mittens, something. Maybe a carrot for the nose, I'm not sure, or at least some theme music.
Yeah, I also wonder if that was the same person walking by the same shot.
Interesting.
Television, you never know. And you talk about, look, it's not just one person, right? So give some credit to the defense, but there's been some questionable decision-making. And how about this? Dawson Garcia, who's the freshman star for Marquette. I mean, this kid is unbelievable. He had 28, a career high against Villanova. He hasn't scored, and quite honestly, hasn't really been involved that much.
That's a really important point. You know, 6 shots. He's not the type to force.
Right.
Now, he hasn't had success. And, of course, the resistance at the rim has been impressive by Obiagu against the entire Marquette team. But, again, you have to stay with him, not only for this season, starting with this game and the rest of the games, because you need him to be successful, but also for his future in terms of next year.
Fouls a real issue for Seton Hall right now, and they weren't in the first half. A 1-on-1 situation for John, who's got the first. He's up to 10 points. So Obiagu, their big center, who's really affected this game, has 4 fouls. There he is. And then Reynolds, their point guard, also with 4 fouls. And obviously Marquette shooting the rest of the way. John's got 1 of 2.
Now, if you're Marquette, you're going to explore the inside, try and get that 5th foul on Obiagu with 7 and change remaining here in the ballgame.
Oh, what a rejection by John. It spurs the break. McEwen has numbers if he hurries, going all the way and in.
Now, 2-possession game for Marquette. Kevin Willard going to get a timeout.
John with the defense started it all out.
Well, the big fella providing the resistance. Get it out.
John's had an impact in this game. 10 points. He's got 6 of 7 from the line, 5 rebounds, and that big block to spur a fast break. It's kind of been the feeling all day long. Feels like Seton Hall is controlling this, even though it's been ugly. But it's a 4-point game here.
Yeah, you have to give credit to Marquette not going quietly into the afternoon, as they have hung tough. Some good counter punching, and the reliable Theo John anchors this Marquette team well. Doesn't play in the peaks or valleys emotionally, very steady, and burns his fuel in an efficient manner. And that's what you expect from an upperclassman and a leader.
And you see Shavar Reynolds, number 33 for Seton Hall, is back in the game with 4 fouls. We'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, they go down low.
A back down dribble by Roden.
Oh, good adjustment, Roden, on the pass from Reynolds.
Yeah, and there's that skill, the midair body control, and the feel that Roden has for the game. Now, those are things that are difficult to teach. They're innate. They're gifts.
It's been so consistent, Lav. Double digits in 18 of 20 games, and he's got a game-high 18 here this afternoon.
Yeah, has steadily improved from year to year, and the numbers indicate that. Seton Hall in a zone defense, just a different look, a 2-3 zone. They can extend it, they can collapse it, just trying to keep Marquette off balance, and probably trying to help Obiagu not pick up his 5th foul.
And he did a great job there not to, and he forced John into a tough shot, and a shot clock expiring.
Yeah, it's a little more difficult against a zone defense to isolate a matchup, because you've got the built-in help. There's Roden diving in some like a ninja in the night. That's what you want, like an accordion. You want your perimeter players to be able to drop in and then scramble back out with high hands to the perimeter.
Obiagu open inside, and that's an easy one.
Good delivery, the assist by Reynolds. Put it right where Obiagu could just take it straight up. You've got to make an accurate, precise pass, not put it down by his ankles or off to the side, but right in his pocket, those 2 hands.
And then we got a timeout on the floor by Marquette. So Golden Eagles, they get into a 4-point game, and then Seton Hall with the big guy. You look at sometimes the numbers don't tell the story. He's really affected this game.
Yeah, the screen by Obiagu, he releases. Reynolds brings 2 Golden Eagles. There's a breakdown of communication there between Cart and Garcia. Both players go with Reynolds. He recognizes and delivers the dime. Poor rotation on the help side by Marquette.
2 points right there on that dunk, 5 rebounds in 3 blocks, but he's affected so many other shots.
Well, just continuing to improve in all aspects of play at both ends of the floor, and that's been a hallmark of Seton Hall under Kevin Willard from year to year, whether it's a Quincy McKnight or an Obiagu, Jared Roden, who we talked about earlier. They get better.
Amazing thing about him, Lav, didn't mean to interrupt. He was playing soccer when he was discovered, in Nigeria. At that time, he was 7 feet tall.
Well, remember,
7-foot-tall soccer player.
Important for developing footwork. You think about Elijah Wan. He was an outstanding soccer player in his youth and turned out to be one of the best players in the history of the game.
Now he's 7'2" and affecting this game in a very big way. And again, the Seton Hall defense forcing a tough shot. Here is Reynolds now, kind of probing. Reset with Roden. Elbow J. He loves that shot, but can't connect. Carton left open from 3. Finally, a three-pointer. Marquette was 2 of 20 from downtown until that.
Yeah, good two-man basketball by Marquette. And a breakdown by the Pirates defensively, getting through that screen and contesting DJ Carton's shot.
Kelishvili, tough shot. 5-point game, under 5 to go.
Yeah, that's a forced shot. You want Mamu to be aggressive, but you don't need to take bad shots. Trust your teammates and the offense. Keep the ball moving. Get a better one.
That time McEwen had a wide open look, just could not connect. It's been the story of the day for both teams, really. Both teams just a hair over 30% shooting.
There's the quick ball reversal into the high ball screen by Obiagu, and Seton Hall, just by being patient, getting some touches, ends up drawing the foul. And that's one of the keys to being patient and getting touches and getting deeper into the shot clock possession, is along the way it's more likely your opponent breaks down defensively and fouls. You get closer to the double bonus, as we see McEwen and Obiagu just get tied up.
And so the 16 foul, so the next one, Seton Hall will be in the 1-and-1 situation. Reynolds avoids the screen, stops, pops, and delivers.
An excellent judgment there by Reynolds. In the past few minutes, he's making good reads in terms of when to give the ball up, play make, share the basketball, and also when to keep the defense offense honest in terms of a stop and pop.
That spacing there. Get it into John again on Obiagu. Spins by him, gets fouled, and that'll be it for Obiagu. So Theo John going inside, working on his man, and he got the job done, and now he's shooting free throws. The senior tried to keep his team in it, but it's Carton delivering 2. Seton Hall, can they hold on? Up by 7. About to find out. .335 to play from Newark, New Jersey. Seton Hall by 7. It's been an ugly game, a lot of defense, but the big news is that man, the 7'2" center, Obiagu, has just fouled out. And don't look at the stats. He's had a monumental impact in this game.
No doubt. And a high upside as the Pirates continue through this basketball season and beyond for Ike Obiagu. Give Marquette credit for continuing to look inside and try and force that 5th foul to disqualify Obiagu, get him out of the game where he's not a factor for the last 3:35 and change.
Yeah, really,
it's 3:35 for that matter.
Yeah, it's because of this guy, Theo John. He's that second half, he's kind of made it his mission to go inside and work on Obiagu. He's got 10 points, and now at the line, and he's got the first.
7 of 8 now for Theo John, so proficient from the charity stripe.
He's got them both.
Yeah, good looking mechanics by Theo John. Takes his time as well.
5-point lead for Seton Hall. 3:30 to play in this one. A game that the Pirates absolutely have to have if they're trying to make the NCAAs here.
Samuel, a different matchup for Theo John than Obiagu. You see Samuel setting multiple screens on the floor before rolling to the basket area.
Long 3. Mamu Kelishvili off the mark. Maybe a little force. Here comes Marquette.
Theo John, pick and roll, had Reynolds down low, but Carton wanted the N1 continuation style.
Will not get it, but he will shoot as he goes to the line in a 1-on-1 situation.
Now, this again is an example, Gavin, of a team being rewarded for coming out in the second half and continuing to explore the paint touches, whether it's through the pass or dribble penetration or post-ups.
Actually, correction, that was a 10th team foul on Seton Hall, so 2 shots the rest of the way, 1 more for Carton. He's got them both. It is a 3-point Seton Hall lead.
Impressive, spirited rally here by Marquette.
Reynolds driving, stopping, and delivering.
Off of 1 foot as well. Got to be creative when you give away some size. A little man driving it into the trees.
Elliott got fouled. Had an opportunity for a 3-point play, but he will shoot 2 more.
Let's take a look at the diminutive one. Trevor Reynolds of late, playmaking and shot making, just slams on the brakes for that little mid-range shot. Clever, crafty.
So the free throw game, it's kept Marquette in this game. They're 12 of 14 from the line. One of 2 there. Seton Hall's had a big bucket every time Marquette's tried to get back in this game. Up 4, just over 2 to play.
There's that dribble weave action. Some interior screening, getting Roden the catch. The top of the floor.
Great look inside. Can't finish. Tipped around. Offensive board by Seton Hall, and Mamu's got it. Here comes Reynolds to reset.
Yeah, Reynolds fingerprints all over this game down the home stretch. Tapped that ball, create another possession, able to use clock.
Reynolds decides to launch. It's an air ball. I think he thought the shot clock was about to expire. He fired it up, and Marquette takes possession.
Yeah, he had more time than he realized. 4 seconds, you can get to the rim.
Card.
Tiptoed there along the baseline.
Sure did. And now a steal by Roden.
Good hands. Marquette needs to be more strong on their catches.
1:13 to go. 4-point Seton Hall lead. Looking for their 3rd consecutive win.
Fine line here. They want to get deep enough into the shot clock. Samuel off balance there on the catch. And that's on the passer. You know, you have to be able to read not only Samuel, but the defender behind him who's setting up. And could have been a travel or a charge. Either. But again, passer has to be the eyes in the back of the head of the receiver in that situation.
Boy, Dawson Garcia, I haven't seen him in forever in the game. We talked about how he hasn't scored, but he also hasn't been in the game in a while.
Yeah, and that's a call by Steve Wojciechowski. Wow.
Follow.
How about that? Two-hand controlled jam. Just a chin up on the rim by Theo John.
And they get a blocking foul. Boy, that was close. They get it on Kane. It would have been the 5th on Reynolds.
Seton Hall doesn't check on the boards, but how about the timing, footwork by Theo John to maneuver and get in position to grab this rebound, the carom off the rim, and jam it home all in one motion. Wow.
The Reynolds will go to the stripe. 88% on the season. Outstanding. Got a 1-and-1 here. And he's got another.
Reynolds of late in this game, flawless in terms of playmaking, orchestrating. Here, knocking down free throws.
Two big ones for Reynolds. As there is Dawson Garcia. Just watching at this point. Again, he's had a tough offensive night, but still shocked he's not in there when they need offense. Carton tried to bribe it from three. Short, no good. Offensive board, Elliott takes it in. Kick out. Another three-ball. Kane, no. Offensive board, fought for. Who's it out on? It's off Marquette. Seton Hall basketball and a lead by 4.
Yeah, and tough. I mean, an open three on the last launch, but still exploring the rim, enough time to get yourself to the free throw line. Given the double bonus, as we take a look at the action under the basket, we'll review this one. Looked like Theo John's fingertips touched it last.
That was the call on the floor. It looks like that would probably stay.
You know, going back to your point about Garcia not being in the game, that's an instinct, a gut intuition call by Steve Wojciechowski, knowing your personnel, knowing each player as they take a look one more time on who the ball went out of bounds on. And it does appear, if the ball didn't go out of bounds prior to Theo John touching it,
right,
which could be something else they're looking at, but it appears to be Seton Hall's call.
You talked about Reynolds. Think about this too, Lav. You know, he's played a lot of this game with 4 fouls now.
Yeah, good judgment and discipline to play defense without lunging, gambling, reaching, or fouling. And Kevin Willard showing the trust in a veteran player. What a story he is. Started as a walk-on initially when he came to the program. Now a scholarship player, a leader, a point guard in the Big East. Takes the Rudy story to a whole nother level.
And pressure, and there's a foul. Down by 4, 26 seconds left. Kale will get to the line and shoot free throws. The Seton Hall team so good at free throw shooting. 41st in the nation, 76%. And Kale, another one of their good shooters, 77% from the line. As this will be a 1-and-1 situation. And he's got it. Clutch.
Miles Kale, another veteran player for the Pirates, stepping up.
Marquette down by 6, 26 seconds left. Carton takes it all the way, tries to draw the foul, got the bucket, no harm. 4-point game, 20 seconds.
Well, and that's the type of straight line drive that Steve Wojciechowski would have preferred on their last possession instead of launching the threes.
And this is the challenge when you're playing Seton Hall. When you're losing in the end, I mean, who do you foul? Right?
Yeah, there's no hack-a-shack on the floor. Play the percentages, but this is a highly skilled offensive team, especially their front line.
So many good shooters out there. Roden, 85%. And you see it. They're just sealing this game at the lines. What good teams do.
Yeah, you salt the victory away. When you're trailing, you crawl back into a game by getting to the foul line.
And Roden's got them both. 11 of 15 from the free throw line for Seton Hall. Going to hang on here against Marquette. Kane, it'll stay that way. Almost threw it away, knocked it out. Just 12 seconds left. They got to hurry.
Yeah, well, now 2-possession game. You need a 3 and then a stop, whether it's a 5-second call or a steal off the inbounds.
Ewan knows he's got to shoot, puts it up, long, no good. Rebound tipped around, time winding down. Kane floater, 3 seconds to go, but it's a 4-point game, and Seton Hall, barring something completely insane, is going to hang on.
Yeah, a big win for Seton Hall. And Marquette, valiant, hung in, did some things well in stretches to get back in this game where it could have gone the other way. They never folded their cards, hung tough.
There's a 2-point game lab, and Seton Hall has hit their last 6 free throws. I mean, clutch in a day that wasn't easy offensively, but one guy that provided the offense was Jared Roden.
Yeah, he's been consistent throughout, and you see the alert defense there, get into the passing lane, get himself a steal and a layup, and doing the work down low on the boards where he can use his length and skill to finish, and then moving well without the ball for the catch and shoot 3-ball.
So Marquette just couldn't hit anything from the outside. 16 consecutive 3-point field goals. And, I mean, their freshman star, Garcia, only played 11 minutes this half. 28 points, a career high on Wednesday. No points in this game. And Seton Hall, look, they've just grinded away. It hasn't been pretty, but they're going to win their 3rd in a row. Molson with a game-high 20 points. Their free throw shooting has been great. And Roden this half, 14 points and 5 rebounds. 3 seconds ago, Seton Hall just has to get it in for the most part, up by 4. And they foul the guy who shoots 88% from the free throw line in Reynolds, looking to officially seal it.
Reynolds, a difference maker down the stretch for Seton Hall. The delivery of precise passes, orchestrating the offense, attacking into the paint for his own shots, as well as kicking the ball out to his teammates and then converting from the foul line. You put that all together, and a salute to Shavar Reynolds.
Eight points, now 9 points, 3 assists. Good decision-making down the stretch, and again, playing a lot of this with 4 fouls when the backup point guard, Bryce Aiken, was out today and did not play with a knee injury. A leadership from the senior from Manchester, New Jersey.
And only 1 turnover, 1 miscue. Playing heavy minutes with the ball in his hands the majority of the time.
A grinded-out win for the Seton Hall Pirates. They will take it, their 3rd in a row, as they keep on inching closer to another NCAA tournament bolt. They've made they've made 4 in a row, looking to make it 5. And any way you can get it done, right, Lev?
You hit the nail on the head, Kevin, here on Valentine's Day. Kevin Willard not going to grade this game, not a thing of beauty or grace, but at the end of the day, it's a W. Check that box and move on.
They will take it. Our producer today, Joe Williams, Justin Denny, our director, Mitch Smith on the stats, my Valentine.